Hi guys, welcome back to a new series. It's called Road to basically Payout, um, getting funded, and then we're going to hopefully trade well enough to get multiple payouts on this one Top Step 50k account, which I just got today. It's a complete fresh new account, so I want to take you on the journey with me to growing this account, passing the funded, sort of tips to passing the funded, how I trade really, and then hopefully getting some payouts on this. But yeah, took a first trade on the account today, which was a really solid win. Before we get into the charts and sort of the technical points, um, the rules for this account really is all I'm going to be doing is trading 10 micros per trade. So the 10 micros per trade, which I mean, if you continue to keep on trading 10 micros a trade, then you're basically not really going to blow the account within sort of 3 or 4 to 5 trades with a pretty tight stop loss. But yeah, that's the only rules for this account. I'm just going to trade how I normally trade with sort of 10 to 15 micros. But yeah, we're going to go from there. But yeah, as I said, really solid win on this account today. So happy stuff. So let's get into the price action and the trade I took and sort of explanation and why I took it, and then sort of the breakdown of the take profits and stuff like that. But yeah, let's get into it. So as you know, I trade the ICT 2024 mentorship sort of way with new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps, um, opening range gaps, and then sort of the previous day highs and lows of the past 3 days. As you can see, my chart is pretty, I wouldn't say messy, but it's pretty congested, but I need it all in front of me rather than having it written down. But so today's price action opened up, rallied straight to the upside. We had a huge, had all this sort of imbalances to the left of us, blah blah blah. Previous day high, I got instantly took at market open. Still bullish. I was actually more open to shorts just to fill some of this opening range gap, and then all these new recovery gaps. But yeah, but obviously you have to always go with what the market is telling you and not what you think. Don't ever mirror your bias, because I got stuck with that for ages. And then you go to take a trade in the bias you've married, and then next thing you know, you've just lost quite a lot of money. But yeah, so as you can see, market opened, huge moves to the upside, come back down. We draw back to previous day high at key level, which I marked out earlier. As I was saying, my other like tape reading sessions, you've got to mark these key levels out, otherwise, I, I think you are going to struggle with trading itself. But yeah, so we come down, previous day high, tapped, immediately displaced back to this through this inverse. Then we formed a lovely. Oh, sorry. Then we formed this busy. Again, as I've said before on my channel, what I love, bodily closures, respecting constant encroachment. We're going to move higher. Because what have we done? We've expanded, rebalanced, redistributed, rebalanced again. And what we're going to do, redistribution back to these highs, or this high. Got relative equal highs here. And then we've got this sort of external buy side. But red box, this discounted wick, what I love and what I trade with, which really helped me recently. This candle here closes above the midpoint of that discounted wick. Strength, we're going to go higher. Absolutely, are we? I trade on either the 1 minute or 30 second. So after I see this midpoint get closed above at 9:56, which is prime time macro, I go to the 30-second time frame because there was no 1 minute entries for me and see, oh my fucking god, there's an inverse gap. Well, actually, there was an inverse gap. There was a bearish 30-second fair value gap, which I wanted to see get closed above, which it did. What do I say about inverse gaps? 90% of the time, they always come back and get retapped. So what did I do? I limit ordered 10 contracts at the inverse gap. As you can see, plus 10, 24,658.50. The low of this candle is 24,658.50. So that's the 30-second inverse. My stop loss was on the 1 minute, just below the open of this candle, which would sort of act like a breaker when price goes higher. So that was there. My take profits were, I took 4 micros off at these reds of equal highs, which I mark out here. So 4 off there, sort of de-risk my position, move my stops to this low now. You see this 30-second low. I took another 2 off just before we got to this, the external high. So 2 off was here. And then I took another 2 off at this external high. But what I've learned, and I highly advise, is when you trade sort of bigger lot sizes, please don't always close your position at the liquidity point. You've got to give yourself some breathing room to let price carry on and do its move, because I took another 2 off all the way up here. So that was the original trade, as you can see on the right, left. And then I took another. I basically, I basically top ticked it because, if you look, I've got another 40 points before I fully close my position. So please always leave some runners. Just move your stop loss up, which I did. So when we took the highs, my stop was below this low in 30-second, because that was the next protected point, and then closed the newly formed 30-second high. Next protected point was when we at this low, when the 30-second inverse got filled, so I expected price to go higher, but it just continued to rally down and went back inside the range. But yeah, always give yourself some lee room and some wiggle room so price doesn't sort of miss the move without you. Just let it do its thing. You've got confidence in your trade at the start, so just chill out. It's all fine. Take some risks off the table at these sort of highly executionable points and highly profitable points, and then just let the trade go. Just, you've got nothing to lose. But as you can see, um, yeah, I'm not one for really boasting about the profits daily, but for day one, we're up 1,069 and 10 dollars, which is great because we're a third of the way to passing this account. But obviously, I'm going to trade this um like valuation step a little bit more, um what's the word, a little bit more high risk than I do when I've passed the funded account. But yeah, it's a really good trade for me. I'm really happy with my performance psychologically as well. I was just like well in sync with the markets. I obviously never married my bias, which I always wanted to see the midpoint of the opening range gap get filled, but never marry your bias. Do just have a look, have a breath, sit back and see what the market's giving you, because I mean Such an easy trade to take. But yeah, that was episode one of the road to payouts and getting funded. But hopefully, episode two tomorrow. I don't think there's any high impact news which we've got to worry about. Quickly have a look. Oh, I lied. We've got PPI tomorrow at 9:30, which could cause us problems. But yeah, that should be fine to trade. We can trade in the macro at 10, but yeah, cool. I'll see you tomorrow for episode two. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.